Hey, Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor, two-time author, one-time bestseller, and we're here to talk about the stock market. You know what time it is. We are releasing this video a bit early because ain't nobody gonna watch this once the election hits and once we start finding out what is going on. But I want to get ahead of this and let you guys know of a few things that you can do to calm yourself down and make the right financial decision. So first, before we get started, everybody hit the share button right now because tomorrow morning, whoever may win, whatever may happen, and it could be very chaotic, you will wonder about what should I do with my 401k. You're gonna ask yourself, what about my kids' money? What about my Roth IRA? What do I need to do? Should I invest? Should I not invest? All those questions we're going to talk about right now. And you want this to be in your feed so you can come back to it and make sure that you and the rest of your family is protected and understand what could happen for the stock market, regardless of who wins. So, the first thing I want to talk about is this: your emotions do not do math. I hope I'm pointing to it in the right way. But yes, your emotions don't do math. And regardless of who wins, either someone is going to be, or us, could be very excited in one direction, thinking that the president and the Senate and the House, they're going to do all these amazing things, and therefore the stock market should go up. Or the opposite, in which somebody's going to get in and things are either going to stay the same, meaning the virus is going to continue and tax cuts are going to continue, and things aren't going to go the way that you expect. It can go either way. I can make an emotional case to you for why one thing should happen and the market should go up, or why the exact same thing could happen and the market would go down. That actually does not matter. Your emotions don't do math. And over time, we know for a fact that the market does go up, regardless of who is in office. We did that video the other day. If there is a blue wave and a Democratic sweep, we know on average, going back to 1950, the market is going to be up around 8% on average. That's not a guarantee. If it is on the Republican side and everything is red, the market still goes up. It goes up a little bit more, but in either scenario, you are still a winner if you are a long-term investor. I do not suggest that tomorrow on either side, regardless of who wins or what the outcome is, that you go in and try and be a special investing ninja and try to zig when everybody else is zagging. This is going to be a different election because we know the virus is dragging on and hurting the market, but also we don't know when we'll get the full results. It could be a day, it could be 2 days before that is actually confirmed. And the way we know social media works, it'll be all types of stuff, real news, fake news, scare articles that scare you into thinking that everything is all broken when that's not actually the case. That could have an effect on the market too. Your job is to really relax. Don't let your emotions do math. Don't try to invest when you are afraid or even super excited, because you can be overly excited as well, and that can hurt you too. But when it comes to investing and your emotions in math, I will say this: I do not think that it is the best thing for you to stay up and watch the election results, especially when we know that we won't have the full results for another day or two. The reason why is because you could stay up all night, you could be anxious, you wake up tired the next morning, and you're more apt to make bad decisions just across the board, not just investing decisions. You're probably going to eat more. This is something I would do. Probably going to eat more, make some bad decisions. You could be upset, you could be frustrated, and then make a bad move, and that's going to hurt you down the line. So you don't want to do that. The next thing is realize that all presidents is either going to be 4 years or 8 years. Your money, you want to last for decades. You don't want to make a snap decision based on one election that's going to derail the rest of your investment strategy. This year alone, the market fell 35% back in March, and it rebounded 60% at one point this year. It's going to be unpredictable. My best guess for you, or really your best technique in most cases, is to stand still. Stand still while everything else is moving and waving and going back and forth, because the statistics haven't really changed. At the end of the day, the coronavirus is what's really determining the market. Unemployment numbers, that's what's really determining the market. Who's president, they don't necessarily control that. Maybe they can control the response, yes, but if there is a change, that may not happen until January. There's no guarantee that the virus is going to disappear on January 1 or January 20th or whenever that happens. Your job and your best strategy is to stand still, invest in quality. If you have defensive stocks, you might just want to sit there. It is usually not the best scenario for you to take your money out of the market, out of your 401k, and try to jump back in at a certain point. One example is last week the market was down pretty bad. Today we're up 500 points. Yesterday we were up. There's no one would have thought, and I certainly didn't think the market was going to be up Monday and election day. No one would have thought that. No one would have thought either that this year the market would be down 35% and up 60% in the same year. No one saw that coming. And we're not going to see what could be coming this week or next week or however long this may play out. We still got the virus. We're still spiking. I guarantee you there are going to be some articles about how the virus spread because there were long lines all across the country. That's going to be an impact. We still got unemployment numbers. There are a lot of other dominoes that are going to happen. Your job, stay consistent, stay on your plan, and don't let the news or the noise really throw you off. Because at the end of the day, it's about the companies that you're investing in. It's about the funds that you have. Who is president tomorrow or the next day doesn't really change anything for Nike. If I own Nike, I'm concerned about Nike, right? Nike is going to adjust to whoever the president is going to be. They've been doing it for 30 or 40 or 50 years. That's what they do, right? Same thing with a Disney, same thing with a Procter & Gamble or a Clorox. I want to focus on that. Until that fundamental thing changes, all this other stuff is noise. All this other stuff is, ancillary orbital things, stuff that just floats around that may have some tangible or intangible effect. That is the most important thing. So stay focused, get you some sleep, and don't let your emotions make the math decisions for you. It's not easy, but just like I've been telling y'all all year long, number one, expect this to happen. Expect something crazy to happen. And it could be a good crazy, right? Expect that. Y'all heard me say it all year long. But number two, you want to establish what those dates are when it comes to investing. I am not adding anything new or taking anything out of my portfolio until December. Why am I waiting to December? I told y'all that back in January. I take a look and make major changes every 6 months. This takes the emotion out of it for me. Some people do it 4 times a year. I think that's really the max. You don't want to do more than that, but that's how I keep my emotions intact. I don't need to worry about what's going to happen and make a move and then end up turn around like, oh my God, that was a dumb decision. I will wait to December. I will reevaluate the market, reevaluate my holdings, and then we'll make some moves then, and we're going to keep it until June. And that's how we do. Same thing with our watch list that we have on Instagram. It's the exact same process. And every time, at least this year, this is when we started doing it and started putting it on Instagram, every time we've been right. So relax, get you some sleep tonight, get you some wine if you need to, but don't make an emotional decision. Don't let your emotions do mad, and stand firm in what your strategy is. Don't try and be a hero and do all this extra stuff tomorrow or this week because you think that X, Y, and Z is going to happen, and then this next thing is going to happen, and you would have played yourself and you're going to be a millionaire. That is unlikely. It is a dangerous game. And from experience, from those who have seen millionaires or a millionaire a million times as a financial advisor, I'm telling you that is a very, very rare scenario. The vast majority are staying put. The vast majority still have cash, and the vast majority are going to wake up and invest on whatever they are going to invest in, regardless of what the day is and what happens tomorrow. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.